Have you ever tried to print from Excel and realized the number of pages goes on forever and ever? And to make matters worse, they need the printed list for that meeting in 5 minutes. We'll show you common printing errors and solutions using an example of a multi-page report. We'll fix it step by step, cleaning up the formatting and presentation. The first step is to see why there are so many empty columns. They were accidentally converted into tables. We can see this because when I select any of them, the table design title appears on the top. So let's revert the table without deleting what we already have. Click on the table design, and in the Tools section, select Convert to Range. Then click Yes to confirm the changes. The Table Design tab is no longer visible, but we still need to clean everything up, all the headers and colors that appear here. To quickly clear all of these thousands of columns, we select the first one, in this case column Q or column 7, and press Ctrl-Shift-Right as shown. The great thing is that it really goes to infinity and beyond. We do not want to delete this manually, so we're going to click on the Home tab, and in the Editing group, we choose Clear, or the eraser that appears right here. We click Clear All, which will vacuum everything up and clean the text, colors, and formatting in just seconds. There are also other options to clear formatting, clear only content, and even links. But for now, we'll use the Excel's vacuum cleaner, Clear All, in this example. Excellent. The list is starting to take shape. Let's see how many pages we have now. When we print, we go to File, Print, and in this case, we still have 16 pages, but don't worry. Since the list has many columns, we'll change the orientation from portrait to landscape. It's now smaller, as you can see here. To view and change the pages we're going to print, and we exit this menu by clicking the arrow at the top. Go to the View tab, and then go to Page Break Preview. These tools show us in detail everything that will happen when we print the report. We hover the mouse over each line and drag it to align the pages as needed. This is ideal when we need minimal adjustments and to distribute the list the way we want. But in this case, we have a lot of pages. So I'm going to show you another trick in Excel. We're going to go to Page Layout, and in the Paste Setup group, we click on Print Area, and then choose Clear Print Area right here. This removes all the blank pages, leaving only what we want to print. Now it is easier to adjust it manually, and we can easily choose the layout by dragging the blue lines. We can now see the list gradually taking shape. We press Ctrl P, which is the shortcut to preview this printout. But we see that some pages are missing the column headings at the top. It will also be a good idea to include the ID, the first name and last name in all of the pages. This will avoid confusion. And for a final and professional touch, we can add page numbers and a title to the report. And for a fantastic boost to your Excel skills, get our free 52 Excel shortcuts for Mac and Windows at the link in the description. Thank you. The first step is to click in the upper right-hand corner, which takes us to the Page Break Preview screen. Then, at the top, we click Print Titles. In the last tab, Sheet, we see two options: rows to repeat at top and columns to repeat at left. We'll start with the repeating rows. Click here and select row 1. Notice how it's highlighted. In this case, press Enter to open it. Now let's continue with the first 3 columns we want to repeat on the left, just below. Select these 3 first columns. Press Enter to open the menu. Now before pressing OK again, go to Print Preview and make sure everything looks good. Since we added 3 columns to each page, we now have 6 pages that we can adjust. In the page break preview, we see that the start date column, or letter P, is alone. If we want, we can manually align it with the other group, and we can check our work again by pressing Ctrl P. We now have almost clean pages, and we can see the employee names on each page. We just need to add page numbers and a title for our report. We're looking for our great helper, page setup. Right here, if we want, we'll go to margins and click to center the list horizontally and vertically. And don't forget to click subscribe to our channel for more Excel tips. Thank you. Now let's go to header and footer. For the title, go to Custom Header, and in the center type Staff Report, or whatever you want to appear in print. Click OK. For the footer, you can choose the option from the list shown right here. Click OK below to see everything again. You can adjust anything you want in page setup, but in this case, we have gone from 16 pages to just 4. We just need a few final touches, like removing the blank row at the top and changing the colors as needed. So once we are done, we're gonna go back to our print preview area, and well, we're almost finished here. Thank you for being with us, and don't forget to subscribe and check our online course with real life support. See you in the next video. Ciao!